Welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you again another camera from my collection. This is a bit of an unusual and partly a mystery to me. Its maker is called Van Neck, or Van Neck, however pronounced, from UK. In itself, Van Neck made a lot of press cameras like this, with the lens in the front, struts, holding the front panel in place, simple bellows, box behind, and a focal plane shutter in the back. Nothing special in itself. Van Neck has been made cameras for quite late, actually, these type cameras. And if you Google Van Neck, you see a certain type of camera online, which is kind of the generic one what they made. Has a lot of chromium, or not chrome, or some shiny parts. Looks a certain way. I have one of those cameras that had they had easily exchangeable front lenses, all kind of features and accessories available for the kit for professional usage. However, I run into this camera. I just saw it when I bought it. It looked unusual. It reminded me a bit of Van Neck based on the shutter. And there the comments ended. One of the things that points to Van Neck is, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Pressmaster on the back. So as far as I've confirmed, this is actually a Van Neck camera. But that's about it. I can't tell about the decade. I can only guess. It has a leather strap. Could be original. A lot of parts made from either wood or aluminum. Focusing is through this here into the frame. Find the frame in the front. There's a place for shutter synchronization, though after opening this, I think this was added afterwards. The back opens like this. I actually restored this camera. It wasn't in this good condition when I had it. So if you look, it has in the back, weirdly enough, most of the leather is one type of grain, and it's actually not leather. It's most of the leather is, okay, this one is not leather. It's fabric which is painted to look like leather, so it's fake. Certain parts are metal, certain parts are wood. There's two different colors of this felt here. I don't know why two different colors, whatever. The back is also a bit unusual. It has instructions for tension of the shutter blind slit number, so you choose from the shutter dial the number which corresponds to which width of the shutter gap, and then you choose the tension here, and it describes the fractions of seconds. But the interesting part here is that this is the fake leather, and then they have in the middle, I don't know if it's fake, looks like vulcanite or something similar, fake one, but two different types. Doesn't make any sense. It's a rather peculiar camera. And okay, there's some screws missing. It's really weird. I've gotten to the point that I know this is a Van Neck, but when was it made? Why it looks so different? The covering, everything was different. These ones are chromed, like in the more common versions of Van Neck cameras. But the most peculiar is these attachments here, these arrow-shaped ones here, which attach the lens panel in place. These are, I haven't seen these before. These are unusual. And I was thinking, okay, this could be just a self-made front panel, lens panel. But no, this is all machined round corners from a relatively thick plate of aluminum. It's been painted. Everything here has been done, let's put it this way, quite professionally. The lens is the standard Tessar of the time. it can't tell anything about the age of the camera. It could be the camera can be older than the lens or newer than the lens. These lenses was recycled again and again and again all the time. There's an interesting bakelite extension ring made for the lens here. Yeah, this is just weird. I managed to, the leather wasn't altogether that good originally, but I was at that point practicing some leather conservation technology methods I've learned, and yeah, I managed to get it quite nice. Yeah, there's the place for the flashlight. It just, to me, it pointed out really from the fact that all the details, like these especially, these ones here, the fabric, all of this, it's very different from what I would say is the standard Van Eyck press camera. I mean, Van Eyck made all kind of cameras, some really rare and quirky ones. There's a shutter release, just a simple button. I don't know if this was a prototype or something, or later model, or simplified model, or something. If you have a camera, Van Eyck or Pressmaster, that looks like this, maybe it's not Van Eyck. If you know more, and I would be happy to hear more about this camera. I have not been able to find out. Yes, if you Google some Pressmaster name, you get sometimes images of this camera. Yes, this very camera, because I had them long time ago on my website, so they're stuck to everywhere in the internet. But yeah, this is rather interesting camera in the sense that technologically it's relatively well made. It's survived. It actually should work still, but I just have no idea really why it's made like this, because they made lots of these cameras, and I will put a link to description about Van Eyck and more description about the camera that I usually recognize as a Van Eyck press camera, the one like I have. I will make a video of that one once I find it from my storage. Thank you for watching, and see you in next video.